Well. Real Madrid 2, Rayo Vallecano 1. As you guys probably already know, they take care of business at the Bernabeu when it's all said and done. By 1 point, once again, La Liga, it's still within 1 point. And yeah, it's a tough race, and it's going to be very difficult for Barcelona to win La Liga when all these things are happening to Real Madrid. But I believe Barcelona will still win La Liga. How, as a Real Madrid fan, if you're watching this Real Madrid play like this, and you think you can compete with Barcelona, you are wrong. I don't think that Real Madrid expected Rayo Vallecano to put up a great fight like this. And quite frankly, Real Madrid needed even the referee to add 9 minutes to this game. How? Where do we get 9 minutes from? Where did we get 9 minutes from? Rayo Vallecano was playing with 1 man down. I think they completely capitulated in the last 15 minutes of the game. In the 80th minute, Cis goes very low to the ankle on Ceballos. And I thought that was criminal. That was a criminal red card, in my opinion. I mean, that's like a 10-game ban, man. What are we doing? Rayo Vallecano, all you needed to do is stay composed. You did the hard part. You tie the game. To begin the second half. And what are you doing? And, okay, I get it. As frustrating as it is, I have to admit it, as a Barca fan, that's a clear penalty. Every day of the week. If that's against Lewandowski, if that's against Lamine Yamal, I want this penalty to be called. I have to say it. It's true. It's nothing wrong with admitting people think I am not objective. When I tell you that it's a pen, it's because I really believe it's a pen. If I tell you that it's not a pen, it's because I believe that was not a pen. This is a clear penalty. As much as the Rayo Vallecano player was complaining, he knows deep down he made a dumb mistake. Because he missed time. He actually did a bad job clearing that ball away. Because he's trying to clear with his right foot, and he kind of accidental touches it with his left foot, so it kind of whiffs it, and it goes like he's trying to go super hard on it, and it ends up contacting I think the ribs of Brahim Diaz. That's a clear penalty, man. And Jesus Christ, Mbappe, bro, like every single time. In the last minute of that game, I think he scored in like the 99th and a half minute. The game ended up going like 100 and like what was that? Like 111 minutes or something like that. It was something crazy of that sort. My biggest problem with today was the referee adding 9 minutes for what? Let me know in the comments. Why do you think it was 9 minutes of this? I know there was a red card, and I know there was a lot of back and forth complaining and here and there. But like, dude, even when there's a cooling break, they don't give 9 minutes. Even when there's a cooling break, there's no 9 minutes. And why it was 9 minutes out of this game to a Rayo Vallecano team who was holding on for dear life at the Bernabeu? They quite frankly earned the 1 point, honestly. But I think the deeper story here, if you're a Real Madrid fan, and even if you're a Barca fan, my biggest takeaway of this game is how this is not sustainable. This is not sustainable whatsoever. How is Madrid expecting to compete in La Liga against Barcelona? The Barcelona we saw yesterday that literally put 3 goals and 30 shots on goal. And that was an off night. And we had like almost 5 points, like 4.8 or something like that of expected goals. We should have scored at least 6 goals yesterday. And when you're looking at that Barcelona team without Pedri Gonzalez too, last season when Pedri was out, we couldn't play. This season we're different. And if you're Madrid, I wouldn't be celebrating this win, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be celebrating. Like, this is a night where Real Madrid was supposed to bounce back. A night where Real Madrid got whistled at the Bernabeu. And still, nothing it's coming on for Real Madrid today. I don't care that Mbappe scored this goal, man. He didn't even look 100%. Like Mbappe didn't look 100% out there. I don't know if he's still dealing with that injury or whatever. That I would be very concerned if I'm a Madrid fan. Like I'm very surprised. 60, 70 minutes, he was frustrated all night. Ball wasn't passed to him. He's look at me, give me the ball, let me score. He actually had one chance where I think he panicked or something. It was like a one-on-one. He took on the keeper, open net. He took the shot and it was too heavy. Like it ended up hitting the crossbar. I don't know. I think he overthought it. I'm not sure. But honestly, how is Barcelona not like 8 points, 9 points away from this Madrid team? I will never understand it. I guess it's the 9 minutes. It's the little things and the little things like adding 9 minutes, giving Rayo Vallecano a whole avalanche to work with because they have to put up with Madrid, right? They are skilled players when it's all. I mean, at the end of the day, they are skillful players, and they go into the box and they're diving after diving after diving after diving. So shameless, bro. The whole half. The whole second half, Madrid had nothing offensively except for going into the box, wait for a touch, wait for a defender to touch them anywhere, and they were just diving. Now, Vinicius Jr. must have dived 15 times in that box, if it felt like. Camavinga was diving. Brahim was diving. Dienhausen was diving. Of course, Mbappe was diving. Dude, how you watch that game and not be so upset, even if you're a Madrid fan? If my players were doing more diving than actually playing football, I would be livid. I would be livid. And you know what? Madrid has a huge problem, bro. Madrid has a huge problem because the best player on that pitch today was, again, for better or for worse, is still Vinicius Jr. He's complaining half the game. When he's not complaining, he actually plays good football. In that first half, it was a beautiful, beautiful play down the left flank, working that side, stepping into it. 3 defenders in front of him. Now he does a nice little silky touch on the ball, puts it beautifully. I think the goalkeeper for Rayo Vallecano could have done a much better job, but Vinicius Jr. scored. Vinicius Jr. scored. That was a beautiful goal. And you know what? He was doing the most in that game. Arda Güler is literally the only player that can string 2 passes together and can actually think of creating something out there on that pitch. That's why he got upset last time they took him out. That's why I told Dave, I think you've been too harsh on Arda Güler. He's the only player that can play link-up play in this team. Everybody else is like doing their own thing. And they got I mean, not that they got dominated, but Real Madrid couldn't dominate Rayo Vallecano until Rayo Vallecano got a player sent off. Cis got sent off. Until he got sent off, Madrid could not handle Rayo Vallecano's pressure, man. They actually came out and competed in more ways than I thought. I actually predicted a 2-1 victory, by the way. I got the score correct. But I didn't expect it to be like this. But it's annoying. How does Madrid do it, man? How does Madrid get every single defender do some dumb shit like this every single game to bail them out? Rayo Vallecano let you guys off the hook today. He let you guys off the hook. For as much as I hate the referee giving 9 minutes, you still could have played better defense. And that was just a lucky crap. Real Madrid should be nowhere near 3 points today. And that performance, bro. Valverde, on that goal that the Rayo Vallecano scored, Valverde on the left, that was horrible defending as well. The attacker from Rayo Vallecano comes in, and I think it was it Frutos? Who was the player who scored for Real Madrid for Rayo Vallecano? Let me check real quick. Let's take a look at it here. Let's see. Rayo Vallecano. Yeah, it was actually him. It was Frutos who scored in the 49th minute right away to start off the second half. And That's what I mean. Like that, he was all by himself. Courtois, there was nothing he could do there. And for me, I don't know. Like Jude Bellingham is something that also they have to see what happens to him because he got injured. I think he pulled a hammy or something. I don't know what's gonna happen to him. But Mastantuono, bro, Mastantuono, whatever money they spent, was it 45, was it 60? He looks he looks like a he looks like a flop. And I know I've said this before. I said take time. We with the Lamine Jamals of the world, we expect these players to be ready. I think he's like 2 years away, bro. Like I'm telling you, Mastantuono, he's I don't even think he's ready for next season. So he's very young. So maybe when he's 20, he'll be ready. But right now, man, he just looks like a kid out there. Arda Güler, like I already said, I thought he was one of the better players for Real Madrid today. Vinicius Jr. as well. I thought Mbappe had a horrible game. I even thought like Camavinga was okay, but I don't know. I guess they gave Valverde the player of the match. I didn't think he had a good game. Honestly, I think he actually makes a mistake in the Frutos goal. And Asensio today was not one of his better games. I don't know. As a Barca fan, like I'm looking at this team and I'm looking at the fact that the bigger picture is you needed 9 minutes additional time at the Bernabeu at home against a Rayo Vallecano team who's not even in good form, and you're coming off a loss. And now I'm getting these Madrid zone tweets that I guess Fede Valverde said they needed this revenge. How is this a revenge? I don't understand, man. This is so shameless, bro. So shameless. But the way that Madrid dives into the box in the whole second half, it's like the only resort they have is to just look for penalties all game. Is that the game plan? That's literally not sustainable, man. I'm telling you. I don't know how many times I saw the referee do this. I don't know how many times the referee said not a pen, not a pen, and Madrid kept complaining, and they literally think that every single play they get fouled inside the box, and always looking for penalties at home, bro. Like, just play football, man. Like, I'm glad. You know what? This video is a little late than usual because I literally needed like 15, 20 minutes, like maybe 30 minutes to process this whole thing. I was like, dude, I wanted to come out here and say and talk about the whole rivalry thing, and sometimes the heat of the moment takes the better of you. I don't want to focus this video in rivalries. I want to focus this video more on just how bad Real Madrid is right now. And the only reason why they're hanging on for dear life in La Liga by 1 point is because crap like this, 9 minutes, and defenders literally letting you off the hook. And this is why you watch the games. You can say, yeah, we're 1 point away from Barca because Barca's so good and we're so shit and we're still 1 point away. You realize, watch the games. You are lucky to take 3 points today. Lucky to get 3 points today. At home, on a night you got whistled and still can't find it within yourself to go out there and play good football. That's just plain and simple. This Barcelona team, by the minute, I feel more comfortable about Barcelona winning La Liga. Because even against wind and time, man, even if we have to do it against referees, we are just going to do it because we are just better. How does Madrid survive every game like this? I have no idea. I have no idea how they're going to survive every game like this. If they're going to struggle like this at home against Rayo Vallecano, then you guys are in a heap of trouble. Barcelona are still the heavy favorites to win this title. So you guys can have your day. You guys can say, you guys can celebrate that you guys are 1 point away from us, but we ain't the same.